Oh, right. So we're back. We just cleared this room. I opened a cell door somewhere? By shooting a panel? Huh. Wait, why are you back? Was it your cell door, assholes? Whew. Much naughty. Stop. Oh, is it still just you? Yeah, I was aiming around and that got highlighted as having a red reticle and I was curious. A red tickle, if you will. I have 500 pistol shots now. I don't know if I'm that at risk of running out ever. So these are taunting me, and I think they're supposed to taunt me. Because elements of this game are proving inaccessible, like that giant abyss with a door behind it. And now there's crystals on top of things. And I'm like, excuse me. Excuse me. I'm not trying to be a Karen right now or anything, but excuse me. Alright. I don't think the cell I opened is in here. I'm looking at these purple doors, but none of them seem to be open. They also don't look like they're physics objects because they're too low res. There's like a sharpness to the textures on doors that actually move. So I'm guessing the cell might be further in. Whoop. They gave me this nice gun that makes it a little easier to fight enemies like this, but now I'm afraid to use it because at any moment flying enemies could come in and terrorize me. Ah, there are bears here. Yeah, I'm afraid to use... There we go. I am perpetually afraid to blow anything up because they could be anywhere. And there they are. Deactivate another cell door. Maybe near the end I'll find a spot where it's like you can clearly see like here's how many cell doors you deactivated over the course of the dungeon. That might be what goes on around here. Wow, it looks like a bad time down there. Oh yeah, that's open space. An especially bad time. Why do I get the feeling that I'm gonna jump on that and let's save, even though I've never used a save yet, so I don't actually know how they work. All I know is just generally saving my progress, but I still have to start the level over. All I know is I don't really trust this part, in part because I feel like the moment I get on this platform, flying enemies are going to come for me. Come on, just get me to the other side. Gotta remember that you strafe when you're not in aiming mode. Okay. B is a little, like, dive on the ground move that I keep forgetting is what that button is. Ah! Ah! Startling yellow enemy. I didn't know what that meant. But I was generally concerned about his existence. Get him, get him. I was carefully turning the corner thinking it might be a bear. So when instead of a bear, I saw a brand new enemy type. I'm like, what does it mean? Maybe yellows are captains or like some kind of like better individual, or maybe they're cowards. I don't know. Because yellow could mean gold, which could mean like they're like the highest ranked ant. And so like maybe they're supposed to be tougher or something. But then I think of like Time Crisis 2, where a yellow enemy was one that would only briefly appear in the corner in a cowardly sort of secret-y kind of way, and they were worth way more points than everybody else if you caught them, but they would quickly go away. So maybe those are like loot goblins and you just gotta catch them while they're around. Yep. Heal me. Alright, I'm full health. I need to stop doing that. Oh boy. There he is. Bit of a firing range, isn't it? There we go. Sometimes it's easier to aim by strafing than it is to aim by aiming. When I get to the right spot, I can strafe to dodge the shot, then strafe back in to shoot him back. In a moment like that. Strafe aiming is definitely a thing just in general, but I don't use it that often. I think it comes more in handy with sniping. Huh! Okay, I'm taking very minimal damage right now. I hear blinking noise. Oh yeah, it's a mine. I was relatively sure I should be concerned about that. Oh. Enemy? Okay. They put a mine here. Just a mine, though. Alright. When I heard a mine was nearby, I thought they were going to be dicks about it. I kind of thought they would put a bear there and have it get killed by the mine. Ooh, permanent upgrade. For a gun I don't have. Oh. It's a bit of a struggle room. You can't handle a conveyor. Space Marines can't handle a conveyor of this magnitude. I don't know how much I need to stress in order to convey the gravity of the situation to you. Haha. Do not trust the barrel. The barrels are not to be trusted. They will betray you in your time of need. Not what I was really meant to do. Ooh. Ah. The head's gone. No. I wanted the head. Hey, stop that. I said stop it. The head will be mine. Ah. Unnecessarily, the head will be mine. Okay. These guys are not especially dangerous. Are you meant to just be annoying to hit? He might just exist to be annoying. Just to be a fun little shooting challenge. I think I beat the room. Oh, healing for days. I feel like I should ration this stuff. Wow. Didn't think it'd be that easy. Yep. Gemini capacity increased. And I saw one of these panels over here. Careful. He tried to hang from that, and it's definitely not doable. There we go. The blinking has been defeated. So that's what I unlocked by killing everything. Where the hell does that go? There's no green or red anything labeling this one. So what do you mean? What's the deal here? Oh. Wow. Suddenly getting Anne Orlando vibes, huh? Alright. Walking in a straight line shouldn't be that hard until they throw a flying enemy at me at the moment I do it, which is totally gonna happen, right? Huh! Don't touch the right stick, it makes you strafe like a fucking lunatic. Huh. Huh. Okay. That was scary. What do you do? Bonus feature unlocked. Oh, it's the totems! The little totems that sprout wings when you walk up to them and they unlock something. I remember these. Yeah, they're super secret. There's secrets throughout the campaign that I think unlock new stuff. I think it can be a number of things, but the big thing I think for me is why I looked for them was that they would unlock new features for the multiplayer. Because of course, you know, growing up sharing consoles with your friends and your siblings and stuff, you gotta, oh my god. No. They're eating each other! I don't like that. You know, I had to share video games with my siblings and my friends and so on. It was, you had limited consoles and a bunch of people brought together that needed to just share. And so, like, multiplayer features were so welcome on games like this. And I remember a big thing is, like, playing through games like this and Silent Bomber. You'd play through and you'd try to unlock all these different characters so you could then play the arena, the 4-player, like, arena versus mode and use them all against each other. Silent Bomber, The Bouncer, and Jet Force Gemini were all good for that, where you'd play through the main game, get a bunch of characters unlocked, and then you'd have all these characters to, because you'd like, suddenly play as all the characters from the game in the versus mode. Duragon C. Mikado. No. Are we good? I like that I'm just on a weird side tangent that's apparently very long. And it's like full of a new enemy I've never seen before, and like this is... I'm getting to genuinely explore. I played that first level and I was kind of worried this might be a kind of linear-ish game. And it probably still kind of is, but... Like, look how much exploring I'm currently doing. It's kind of neat. Got a bunch of coins, don't know what those are for. I guess those are Mizar tokens, but... I've never seen coins yet in this game. So those are actually probably a real currency. Cluster bombs. You found a stash of handy cluster bombs. Watch out for that impact zone. It's a killer. So I've got bombs now. But I think I can't... Oh, it's letting me crawl through here. That's surprising. He rolls! Pew 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 pew. Wait. Pew. He can't shoot. He can only roll. I was trying to fire and it doesn't work. It's really funny that he rolls. He also strafes, which is kind of useful, but the controls are weird. Man, when am I going to go back to that door that I opened that lets me through? Because I killed everything in that conveyor room. This is definitely the longest tangent so far. Also, just in case it like drops me into space or something, because it's not meant for a person. But it's letting me go through, so I'm curious. Okay. Yeah. I get these though for exploring. Thank you. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I need this ability. This is straight out of Banjo-Kazooie, which makes sense because they made that game last year. This is like... It's actually really interesting how much this game is a missing link between... Not really a missing link, but you know what I mean. This links between Banjo-Kazooie and Perfect Dark so hard. Because like, look at these little like Banjo-Kazooie ass ability buttons. There's all these Banjo-Kazooie like ability pads in this game. But it's also like aesthetically so on its way to Perfect Dark. Like Perfect Dark took a lot after this aesthetically with all of its weird, kid-friendly, colorful sci-fi and like future shootery stuff. As they then like iterated again on how they wanted to handle their shooting and everything. There's just a lot going on here that I find interesting. And also the cutscenes. That was an aspect I wasn't really expecting to think. Yeah, you definitely need to come back here later. Yeah, these cutscenes also convey that kind of idea a lot too. Like, I guess Banjo-Kazooie probably had cutscenes. I don't really remember any of them though. But like Perfect Dark, I remember its cutscenes a lot. Joanna! And this kind of feels like it's on its way to that. Why are these back? Now I'm confused. Inventory. 30 heads. Red key. 24 Mizar tokens. They respawn when you leave and come back, so they seem farmable. With how easily I just got more of them, I'm inclined to think that they're not especially important. Maybe they're tied entirely to the multiplayer or something. I super don't remember what Mizar tokens are. It just seems that the game is, ironically, not especially miserly with them. Ha 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 ha. Alright, the Zerg seem to be gone. I'm pretty sure I shot one of the Zerg, and then another one started eating its corpse, which is distressing. But also, I guess, a useful distraction. Oh! Oh, I didn't like that. I didn't like that. A chance to notice something important, though. I deactivated another cell door. Dude. Let's just not walk on this thing. Dude. How many of those are my... I have no idea how many of those I've missed now. Look how secret they are. Am I going forward or backwards? Oh yeah, green light means I'm going forward. See, even the game knew that they kind of had to help you out with that stuff. Wow, I missed that one the first time through. The first one I noticed was in the room full of silos. Were there any... Is this door still open? It is, cool. Hello. Oh man. Oh. There's more cluster bomb capacity. Alright. So they expected me to loop around and everything. All this, look at this level design, that all makes sense and stuff. Isn't that neat? Oh, enemies seem to be back. Get some healing. I'm here less for the enemies and more to double check. High up for cell door deactivators. Not so much. Yeah, so I found a few of them high up now. That's definitely worth knowing about. Speed boost! The first one I noticed was in the silo room. There might have been ones before then too, but I bet how many cell doors I open determines how many bears I get to save. Oh yeah, here we are. But here's where I get to find out if I did a good job or not. Oh no. They have little hammers that they drop. Oh my god, how bad of a job did I do? You poor babies. I'll double check this room. Oh, this one's open. Hey, it's Vela. We'll get to you in a second. Oh, hey. So here's your tutorial for the cell doors, just to make sure you understand. You get this room, you get this far and you see a room full of locked up bears. There's one you can save right now, and that makes it really, the correlation between them really clear. And that gives the level of sort of replay value where you go back and find the ones you missed, which apparently was a few of them. There's one here and one here. And yeah, maybe the first cell door panel I found wasn't the first one. Maybe there was one earlier. Let's check the high points real quick just to be sure. There might have been an earlier one, but there also might be ones you can only get as Lupus or Vela with whatever their abilities are. I remember Lupus's abilities. I don't remember Vela's abilities. Hello. Sorry. You're fucked. They didn't hide one of them in a cell, did they? That'd be a sneaky little trick to do. Is just have one of the cells have a panel inside of it. Nah, I think we're done. And I've combed this level pretty well, and I don't really want to redo that floating platform room again, so I think we might accept this. Thanks, Juno. I knew I could count on you. So much for this place being deserted. Anyway, I promised to go after Lupus. We overheard some guards when we arrived, which told us all about the drone generator. It's part of something called the Spawn Ship, currently docked at the I-Corps military base. Then it got careless, but Lupus escaped. He couldn't free me, so I told him to go on. I just hope we haven't missed our chance. I'll hitch a ride on the warship Sekhmet. That should get me through local defenses. You stick to this route. It's not far now. We'll meet up with you at Mizar's palace. Thanks again, Juno, and good luck. Here we go. So I believe I just unlocked one of the more memorable features of this game, which is proper branching. Not necessarily branching, but there's like 3 campaigns that I think are happening in parallel that have their own levels built around that character. I think that's how it worked more or less. So you free the characters and reconnect with them as Juno, and then you get to play as them, and you kind of get to bounce back and forth. So if you get stuck in a place, you can like go back and like try a different path and so on. Maybe the panels are here. Doesn't seem like it. So my ship is here on the weird platform we saw when I got here. Oop. I guess we're out of here. Sorry, crying 2 guys that are dead. Bye. Hey! Yeah, her icon also is confusing and doesn't look like her at all. I don't know what the icons mean. They seem to be bug interpretations that are based on them. Okay, now we've got Juno and Vela. Gotta see what she does. What's your ability like? Her brain is blue, so that's pretty much the main thing. Just having a normal one. Maybe she... Does Vela swim? Is that her thing? She might be the swimmer. That might be why I don't like her very much. There was a weird shiny external panel at the beginning of the ship that looked like you were supposed to shoot it, so now I'm curious. Deep Star 2. We lost the first one when it went too deep. Oh yeah, they have different ships. Battlecruiser Sekhmet 2 continues. Do I have a different blue Yoda also?
Vela, thank goodness you're safe. But where are my manners? Call me Midge. I work at the Union with Magnus. They sent me down here to negotiate with Mizar, though I told them it'd be a waste of time. Big ugly brute broke 3 of my fingernails, but at least we stand a fighting chance with the full Gemini team on the loose again. If we wait for the Union to make a stand, it'll be too late. We're relying on you now. Just be very careful aboard Sekhmet. The raids on Goldwood were launched from this ship, so it's crawling with nasty drones and their tribal prisoners. I'd freed them myself, but I'm allergic to violence. Better hurry, too. I saw one of the amazing mining mole brothers arrive earlier. Mining mole brothers? They've got no qualms about using their tribal slave labor, so I wouldn't be surprised if they were here to buy in bulk. Well, I'll let you get on with it, though I suggest you abandon this old crate before it reaches the military base. Or you don't stand a chance of getting off undetected. And when you see that Mizar, give him a slap from me.
Straight up slave labor. Oh, all of our upgrades reset. So I have 100 ammo. I have no other guns right now, and I have the starting amount of health. So yeah, each of the characters is independently upgraded, which helps explain why I was getting the upgrades so fast. Oh yeah, this jump noise is burned into my brain. Yep, that's been in the back of my brain somewhere forever. Up there with like all those sounds Banjo and Kazooie make. All those fucking noises. I lost my shit actually when Banjo-Kazooie came out on the Xbox 360 as a remake, not the new one, or an HD re-release back when that was like starting to become a thing. Grenades! You found a stash of grenades. Try not to get too carried away and blow yourself up. I actually still don't know how to use a grenade. It's just another weapon. Gotcha. I never used one last time. I didn't realize how hard nostalgia can hit someone, because I hadn't really necessarily experienced it that hard before. But when Banjo-Kazooie 1 came out on the Xbox 360 as an HD game, and I just I just launched it, and it did the demo that it automatically plays, where it just shows like gameplay happening on the start menu. I lost my shit a little bit just hearing all those weird like Kazooie noises that I had not heard at that point for like probably 10 years or something. And now it's probably been 10 years again. That's how it goes. Green key required, as expected from the scarabs. They definitely encourage replay. We'll see how much I do that. Depends a bit on how well incentivized it is, I guess, or something, because it might get a little exhausting. Some of these games were just kind of designed to keep you going for a while. But maybe there's like some really good stuff hiding behind you, redoing levels. And maybe it feels worth it. They're not exactly huge levels. Well, definitely, like if I beat a level without getting every bear, part of me definitely feels like, oh, I wasted all of my time. Now I gotta go back and do the whole level from scratch, and it'll take just as long because I'm getting every bear again. It is a little rough that it doesn't just track the bears you save. I mean, it technically does track them, I think, but I think in order to get a proper run, in order to properly complete a level, I think you have to get every bear in one run. And that's kind of a bummer. I wish you could like just go back and find the ones you missed without having to recollect the previous ones. But the game likes to do that thing where like it's like, wow, best run. Here's your accuracy. Here's how many bears you got this run. Here's how long it took this time. And definitely a potential downside of them tracking it would be that they would potentially track how many bears you got killed, and then just keep them forever. And that'd be pretty brutal if each playthrough had like a permadeath of bears too. But I don't know how bear saving works. Like if there's a quota you're going for, or if like you unlock stuff, or if it's just to feel good about yourself because you're saving all the nice little bears. There's that one. Then there's the other one. This is a really big area. These machines that look like pencils. That one requires the red key. There's two doors. And based on the cutscenes alone, I couldn't necessarily tell which door opened first or last. I figure whatever door is harder to open is probably the most optional one, with that is most likely to have secrets behind it. So I'm trying to think about that stuff, but yeah, I should have kept track of which side of the door the light was on in those two cutscenes. But I didn't, and I'm a fool. And hey, I think I chose correctly. The machine gun. Oh, I chose very correctly. Yes, sirree. And I need the green key, which I don't have, right? Yeah. Take me, vacuum of space. I've got a machine gun now. I can defeat anything, especially physics.